Every prisoner should have the right to vote. Every single human being deserves basic human rights and should be able to vote no matter what their role in life is, how high or low they are in the poverty level. None of those things should matter when it comes to voting. Every single United States citizen should have the right to vote, and that is exactly what the United States stands for. So why should certain people get that right taken away from them? For starters, the justice system is not always fair, and sometimes innocent people will get committed of a crime that they didn't even commit. There's been cases where people have been in jail for many years, and then finally it's proven that they're innocent, and that entire time they weren't able to vote or be citizens truly because of something they didn't even do. Even in instances where that specific person is guilty, they should still be able to vote because they're still human beings. They should still have a say. While, yes, they made a mistake and they did something that they shouldn't have done, whether they feel guilty about it or they don't, that really doesn't matter in this incident. What matters is that they're a human being and they deserve the right to vote. They had that right when they were born as a citizen of the United States or when they became one. While many people question this because it seems risky, prisoners are still counted in the population and their vote matters tremendously. Without that vote, you lose a huge chunk of people that their vote truly mattered to whatever they're voting for. Their thoughts, their opinions, all of that matters because they are still a citizen of the United States, whether or not they're free or they're in jail. Allowing prisoners to vote can help them socially and mentally by giving them a sense of meaning and allowing them to feel like a trusted citizen again and not a locked up prisoner. If someone feels like they're locked up and isolated, that's not going to help them get better. What you want is for someone to get better, but how can they do that if you're not even treating them like a true citizen? Just because someone is locked up in jail, that doesn't mean they don't deserve rights or to be able to vote. That affects them tremendously. A citizen of the United States have the right to vote, and even though these prisoners are serving time, they are still citizens, as you all know. So it actually makes no sense that you would take this right away from them because they are still citizens. While yes, they made a mistake, they are in jail to serve that time because of the mistake they made. So why are you punishing them twice by taking away a basic human right that people have fought for many, many years ago? Not allowing these prisoners to vote goes against everything the United States stands for. If you can try to put yourself into their shoes, if you were in jail, you would expect the right of voting because you're still a human being. So why not help these prisoners have their basic rights? Many people believe that sending someone to prison will help them become better people and citizens that don't want them to vote, which is very hypocritical. How can someone become better and stop doing the things that they did, the mistakes they made, if they're locked up and isolated? They don't even have the right to speak about their passions or how they feel about a certain thing, and that can tremendously affect someone. Not allowing them this a basic right is extremely dehumanizing. It does not allow that person to truly become a better person for themselves and for the society as a whole. All prisoners should be able to vote because as a human being, they have that right. No mistake determines whether or not someone is a human being. And saying that, every single human being deserves the right to vote. No mistake takes someone's humanity away. I understand in some cases people question that, but even scientifically, they are still a human being and they deserve the right to vote. All prisoners should be able to vote.